I'm beyond annoyed with the no one will share memes on Facebook. Really, why do people feel if their stupid shit isn't liked or shared their existence means nothing? I hate the trends of people just messing with strangers or doing TikToks in the middle of streets. It's so fucking annoying to be on the highway or a busy streets and two dickheads in the road with the phone gripping at me for honking. Clickbait articles, they're everywhere. I refuse to look at them. But every now and then there's one that has some leading question that I actually do want to know the answer to. I hate knowing that even if I did try to follow the link, it would be 70% advertisements, 29% filler content, and maybe 1% that's actually interesting. Those stupid fucking ads with those puzzles that are nowhere in the game, you know, those ones where it shows you got to pull these bars to do it and not being in the game at all. I keep seeing these memes that say I don't know who needs to hear this but, followed by a generic piece of advice. It's not that bad. But generally most trends on social media are annoying, including most memes. The period where everyone is using charcoal products, it's really horrible for your teeth, and I really don't know about the other products that are supposed to improve anything. The Oh No song circulating everywhere on social media, even in videos that have nothing bad in them. That song has been overplayed, and wasn't even that good in the beginning. I feel pretentious, but I really feel peeved when I'm around people that feel the need to document so much of their life, our hangouts on social media. Maybe it's because I'm particularly shy, but I'm not always the most comfortable when I'm having a conversation, and somebody at the table is recording a Snapchat video of themselves, therefore their viewers can hear what I'm saying. Or if we spend a crazy amount of time taking pictures for a story, I don't mind the occasional picture or anything like that, and I'm trying to be more relaxed about it, but it's been a pet peeve for such a long time. To be clear, I love taking pictures and understand the value of having photos with loved ones and fun events. My post is referring to when social media practically overwhelms the hangout, or when we have to take a Snapchat photo over a million times because the angle is just not right, or when the whole group has to keep redoing cheers with their drinks because someone just needs to get a perfect boomerang for their Instagram. Again, I am not Oscar the Grouch here, I've got some social media, too, but still. Prank culture, unless everyone is laughing in the end, it's not funny. There's a special place in hell for people that intentionally slap a slice of cheddar in their baby/pet's face to harvest internet points. Influencers, their contribution to society is non-existent. Everyone now thinks they can be an influencer too. It's annoying AF. Anything that passes line from just a new thing that has gotten quite popular to being literally everywhere. Mostly words. It's so annoying recently that cringe is being used everywhere that I can barely even tell the meaning of the word anymore. You're playing insert game here, that's cringe. You're on social media, that's cringe. You're walking, cringe. You're breathing, cringe. How common it is to be proud of being called manipulative. I'm not sure if it's just on TikTok, but people are always like, haha, I'm a toxic girlfriend or female manipulator, lol, like those are not qualities you should be bragging about. It's so strange. Twitter users starting their tweets with "Can we stop pretending that such and such is a bad movie," or "the endless, really good movie that everyone knows is good, is such an underrated masterpiece. Just say what you want about the movie, stop trying to convince people that you're the minority." The surfeit of cursed _ comments with sexual innuendos all over the place. That's 90% of cursed comments right there on the subreddit. Not my proudest fap, I'd fuck that, ain't it normal? Oh, now I understand what my uncle. It's just this effing shit over and over. These used to be fun at the beginning. Now they are just corny, trite, Then, the double posting on our dank memes, when the shit isn't even dank. It's almost normal for people to now just double post their memes on our memes and our dank memes simultaneously, without proper judgment. Astrology normalizing toxicity and mental illness symptoms. Seeing people explain my mental illness symptoms as just Libra things is the most frustrating thing. Facial injections become too casual. Soon it will seem obligatory to many girls and women to get fillers and all that non-surgical crap. I am not against fillers, Botox or even plastic surgery in general, but I am against that they, slowly but surely, become standard procedures that you need to fit the beauty standard. Gender reveal parties. Sorry, let me be more specific. It's not the gender reveal parties, it's the idea that you need to go above and beyond to reveal your child's gender. People should keep it nice and simple. You don't need to start a wildfire to reveal if your child is male or female. Flat minimalist software design trend. Useful functions are hidden or removed. Icons are so abstract that it's hard to tell what it actually represents. Low information density, low contrast on the UI, buttons that doesn't look like buttons, etc. Anti-science. No one wants to really understand how scientific research and data works, but may use data out of context, or spread junk science to fit an agenda, getting information through memes, instead of factual, detailed reports. Cult mentalities in politics and ideologies. Disagree, question, challenge something, get called a slur or a buzzword. I'm not really pointing at specific side. Liberal and conservatives are both guilty of it. People calling cancel culture on personalities that are actually just committing felonies. It's not being cancelled, it's going the fuck to jail because you broke the law. Like, if you're messing around with underage kids or sexually assaulting people, don't be surprised when you go to jail. Puffed sleeves everywhere in women's clothing. I don't mind the occasional puff sleeve in a pretty dress or Victorian-looking blouse, but not every sweater, t-shirt, etc. needs to be improved with puffed sleeves. Normalizing mental illness. Suddenly everyone has depressive episodes, dissociation, OCD, panic attacks, and it has done nothing to take away stigma. If anything, it's made stigma worse, because now I feel like I have to prove myself if I open up about my diagnosed issues. I'm not a faker. I'm not a self-diagnoser who just wants attention. I'm a human trying to live with a seriously fucked up brain. It's always so fun when I mention one of my issues. They go on me too. And then treat me like a freak when I do something totally not quirky relatable. TM. Censoring any older TV content that doesn't meet 2021 standards. Just slap a warning at the beginning and stop acting like it never happened. I watched The Craft on TV the other night and every horrible thing Christine Taylor's character said to Rochelle was cut. She goes from being a racist bully to just being a bitch, and it knocked the wind right out of the sails of that whole part of the story. I've never seen a TV edit of The Craft have that much editing, especially on Channel 5. There was a TikTok trend where you have your man go get a period product that doesn't exist. If someone is getting something for me from the store, it's rude and embarrassing to prank them like that and have them be so confused. Girls working on TikTok. That's why I deleted it. I feel like a creep dude. I don't know how millions of people, mostly horny pedos, aren't embarrassed they're watching that content. I also don't know how TikTok allows it. When there's an actually good comment, reply and then they do this. Edit 1. OMG 100 likes the most I ever got is OMG GM crying RN. Edit 2. No way 250 likes, you guys are the best. Tom Gim freaking out. Edit 3. Wow, this blew up, I'm so emotional, and this is like 10x the most likes I ever got. I have noticed that girls, mostly reality stars and D-list stars, are going overboard with the plastic surgery. First was of course the big lips, and now I'm noticing everyone's nose is getting smaller and smaller to the point it's almost non-existent. Perfect example in Khloe Kardashian, huge lips, tiny nose, they look beyond bizarre. Good vibes only and no haters are both just sayings that people use to justify not listening to anyone who doesn't praise them 100% for everything they do, regardless of how stupid and or terrible their actions are. Race baiting for likes, like sharing a pic of a black baby and putting a caption saying "I bet no one will like and share me because I'm black." How low do you have to be for that? I hate the concept of trend. After a while you start seeing the same thing in everybody and everywhere. At that point I just start to don't like things that I used to love. Fortunately it gets better after the trend ends. Lol. How people talk on social media. Not me watching this video for the 10th time the way I don't have a life. We love an unproblematic queen. I might want to delete this. I know you love to see it. Wow, she really thought she did something. Deliberately loud exhausts on shitty cars or garage queen vehicles that I no longer really own. My software feed to death. Increasing unbundling or proprietary services requiring more and more subscriptions or other fees to have access to everything from entertainment to data services, wearing your politics on your sleeve and making it part of your identity to be festooned all over your clothing or vehicle. The pride in thinking national policy is easy, simple, and can be created with one's middle finger in the air, yet the same person can't even understand their phone bill. When people write headlines with an "in" them, like "people are frying their pants and we're loving it" or "Jimmy Johansson pooped on stage and people are freaking out," I don't know why, but it makes me think the article was written by a teenager and it makes me not want to read it. I cannot fucking stand nobody memes. They're never funny because they add nothing. 9 times out of 10 the image or text can and would be improved by removing the nobody. Don't even get me started on the "not a single soul" extensions. YouTube comment "comedians suck my soul out of my ass and force feed it back in." The new normal of every adult between 18 and 25 on TikTok, it seems, having extremely rare and almost impossible to diagnose mental disorders. ADD or Tourette's. Just stop, you narcissistic, attention-seeking twats. You're belittling and making a mockery of people who genuinely have these disorders. It's just soul-destroying to think that these young adults are using mental illnesses for internet clout and are spreading mass amounts of disinformation. One day these people will grow up and I really hope they regret the decisions they made regarding this. Mental illness is not trendy, it's not something to be parodied for likes and fans. Hiking, traveling. Thanks to Instagram now all the beautiful spots in the planet became an Insta spot for the perfect picture. I've been hiking my whole life and there's nothing more frustrating than being on a hike surrounded by girls in cute outfits posing everywhere, talking super loud, playing music, making stupid videos about themselves walking, or looking this way or the other. So many spots are forever ruined thanks to over-tourism and social media, to the point where some countries have closed the spots for safety reasons. So many influencers have died in waterfalls just trying to get the perfect selfie. People have no concept of respect for wildlife, the environment or local communities. Blue light glasses, it's all for marketing and profit. Big surprise there. Eye doctors don't recommend you spend money on them. There's no significant effect on them reducing digital eye strain and there's not even enough research evidence to back the claims the eyeglass companies make. How women's clothing tries so hard to sexualize our bodies. Our shirts are too see-through or too short. Even the sleeves are too tight and short that it makes us have our sweat stuck to our bodies. And it also forces us to shave our armpits more. And our pants are too tight and useless as fuck. Or our shorts are too short. It's hard finding normal length shorts. And on top of that, it's not comfortable at all. I just want to look normal and not stared at by creepy men, which is why I am forced to resort to wearing my boyfriend's clothes or buying men clothing for myself to wear. Anything that's dangerous or spreads false information. Anything else I say have it. Use your weird new slang words, dress in all manner of oddity and ignore the shamers and head shakers. Trendy internet slang and overused phrases. I can't stand it. I figure people use it in place of having to conjure up their own creative replies, responses, or explanations. They are entirely unimaginative and really obnoxious. Have an original thought, goddammit. Do they have their uses? Maybe, relative to the first time they were used. But after that it just shows me that the person using them is uninventive and dull. I also fucking hate how relevant they are in political discourse. I could get so much hate for this but that hairstyle I see many dudes have on TikTok where they'll have most of their hair curled, pushed, and heaped to front of their head. They could do whatever they want with their hair. It's not my place to tell them anything, but it doesn't look good on anyone tbh and makes them look like a pineapple hedgehog. I don't get why it's a trend. IPAs and other heavily hopped beers. Over half of the beer selection pretty much everywhere these days is IPAs. And the hop craze has extended to other beer styles as well. There's no need to add extra hops to every goddamn beer, unless, of course, you're just making shitty beer to begin with and you're hopping it to within an inch of its life. Because you know the overwhelming bitterness will conveniently hide how shitty your beer is. When I drink a beer, I want it to taste like beer, not like the World Series dreams of the Seattle Mariners. I will get rocks thrown at me, but these anti-vax people are freaking dangerous. Don't they understand that with a vaccine, not only are they getting protected from a disease, they also protect people around them who can't get the vaccine? My coworker friend has cancer. She can't not work, but every day, she has to take care of kids whose parents might be too stupid to take their responsibility and get their kid vaccinated. I'm talking about measles and smallpox. Every time I hear about a measles outbreak, I think of the babies who could have potentially been exposed to the virus and die out of it. Are you really so afraid of your kid getting autism, which is genetic, not given by vaccines, than a dead kid? Posting half-naked pics on Instagram for all this body positivity thing, but it's actually only to show your body in a sensual way and feel attractive, while you're making everyone else having complexes and not even showing yourself vulnerable. I don't blame people posting pics like that. That's their bodies, they do whatever they want to do, but please, if you just want to feel pretty and sexy, just admit it. Don't hide your intentions behind some body positivity shit. Pants hanging halfway down your ass. Guys walking around having to hold up their pants with one hand. Pants are made in different sizes for a reason. Buy some that fit. Belts were invented a long time ago to prevent this very thing. Wear one. Streamers who just walk around and do boring people shit. Never before has there been a real look-at-me crisis. These are professional losers who convince minor league losers that being a fucking loser is a viable career path. I hate it. It's taking millions of gullible chuckled fucks for a ride, and it'd be sad if it weren't so pathetic. Dramatizing posts, pictures about your children for more social media attention. For the most part, kids are cool and cute on their own, but parents take it beyond by trying to get their child to redo what they just did to capture it for social media, or they make a little thing into a spectacle to get more attention. My friend got mad at me the other day because she had to wake up her kids from their nap to go somewhere, and one of them was so out of it I told her we could put them in my wagon so she could keep sleeping. Well, she kept nodding off, and my friend asked the other child to pretend she was sleeping too to make it cuter for Facebook. So I was like, are you seriously trying to fake their cuteness?